Hello dear students. So today we are going to revise our lesson number 2, the adventures of Toto. So let's see, this is very interesting lesson, the adventures of Toto. Have you ever had a baby monkey as a pet? Toto is a baby monkey. Let's find out whether he is mischievous or docile. So still we have heard pet, we already have heard pet like a dog, cat, and so many other animals. But now we have another thing that we are going to read, that is a baby monkey. Can you imagine that a monkey can be a pet? Suppose a monkey is a pet, but what do you think? That monkey should be docile or mischievous? So let's find out that what is given in this chapter. Okay. Grandfather bought Toto from a Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. The Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey tied to a feeding trough, and the monkey looked so out of place there that grandfather decided he would add the little fellow to his private zoo. Actually here the narrator is describing about his grandfather. The narrator is describing about his grandfather who bought a monkey from a Tonga driver by paying him 5 rupees, I think. Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. Okay. So he bought a monkey by paying Tonga driver 5 rupees. Okay. Actually, the Tonga driver used to tie that monkey in a very poor place, so that when the grandfather looked at him, so he felt pity on him, and he decided that he will have another member of zoo. And who was another member of zoo? That monkey. He had decided, and he just brought him to his house. Toto was pretty monkey. His bright eyes sparkled with mischief beneath deep set eyebrows, and his teeth, which were a pearly white, were very often displayed in a smile that frightened the life out of elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. But his hands looked dried up as though they had been pickled in the sun for many years. Actually here the writer is describing about that the physical appearance of Toto and the behavior of the Toto. Toto was looking very pretty, and his eyes were looking very sparkle, means very bright, and he has a teeth, that the teeth was very mischievous and very clever. Clever means show when the person is just came near to that Toto, so he just screamed. Okay. And he has a set of eyebrows also. So now that the teeth was so enough, because very often displayed in a smile that frightened, that teeth was very frightened, means when he showed his teeth to anyone, so it was very frightened for anyone, because of life of out of elderly Anglo-Indian ladies, means anyone can be afraid of his teeth. Now I think you can also, everyone can, if I talk about a little red monkey. But his hands looked dried up. Now he described about his hands. So his hands was what? It was looking very dry, and because it was looking very dry, because it considered that the hands was just what? Dried, just like a pickled. Pickled, do you know what pickle that you ate? Okay, had been pickled in the sun for many years. It was just kept where? In the sunshine. Okay. So because of that only, that his hands were just dried. Okay. Yet his fingers were quick and wigged, and his tail, while adding to his good looks. Grandfather believed the tail would add to anyone's good looks, also served as a third hand. Actually his hands were very quick and wigged, and here he had a tail also. So his grandfather believed that if any animals have a tail, so it is the addition, means it is the thing that who make him beautiful or who make him good looks. Okay, and it is also served as a third hand. He could use it to hang from a branch. Means now it is telling about the third hand means his tail. Okay, and it was capable of scooping up and delicacy that might be out of reach of his hands. And if his hands is unable to reach, so this tail helps him to find it. Okay. Grandmother always first when grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. So it was decided that Toto's presence should be kept a secret from her until she was in a particularly good mood. Grandfather and I put him away in a little closet opening into my bedroom wall, where he was tied securely, or so we thought, to a peg fastened into the wall. Actually, the writer's grandmother never wanted that any other animals should be in their house. So because of that, his grandfather, writer's grandfather, just hide this thing, just to hide this secret. He did not want to open this secret to her, to his wife. So because of that, they brought him, means he brought him, and secretly he kept that monkey to writer's bedroom. Okay, until when the writer's grandmother's mood was fine or good, at that time they will disclose this secret. So a few hours later, when grandfather and I came back to release Toto, we found that the walls, which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather, now stood out as neck brick and plaster. The peg in the wall had been wrenched from its socket, and my school blazer, which had been hanging there, was in shreds. Actually, the narrator and the writer's grandfather, they both tied that monkey, the writer's bedroom, and where they had tied the monkey, what he had done after few hours later, they have seen and they have described here. A few hours later, what they have seen, the grandfather and the writer, the narrator, they found, means they went there to release the Toto. But what they found that the walls which had been covered with some ornamental papers, like when you cover your wall with different types of papers or tiles or something else. So what happened over there? What happened that which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather, means that was covered by the grandfather. That grandfather covered with the help of different types of ornamental. But now what he had seen, that everything was uncovered. Uncovered means, look, grandfather now stood out as necked brick and plaster, means everything was what, out of the wall. The brick was looking neck and the plaster was out, means the plaster was not there. The peg in the wall had been wrenched from its socket, and socket was also not there. With the help of that socket that he was tied over there, that was also not there. And my school blazer, which had been hanging over there, was in shreds, means what he did with the blazer, he tore into 100 pieces. So here the writer, the narrator wondered what grandmother would say, but grandfather did not worry. Actually, the narrator said that what grandmother would say about this thing, but here the grandfather was not worried about anything, but he seemed pleased with Toto's performance. Instead of being angry, he said he was happy with the performance of Toto. And what he said, he is clever. Grandfather said that he is clever. Given time, I am sure he could have tied the torn pieces of your blazer into a rope and made his escape from the window. Actually, he was very happy with the performance of the Toto, and he said that suppose if we have given some more time, so definitely with the help of your blazer that was tore into 100 pieces or 1000 pieces, with the help of that pieces he will tie it and he will make a rope, and with the help of that rope he will escape from this window. So he was very happy with the performance of the Toto. But now what happens? His presence in the house is still a secret. Toto was now transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarters, where a number of grandfather's pets lived very sociably together. A tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tame squirrel, and for a while my pet goat. Actually, it was sacred that there was a Toto, but now he was transferred to a servant's room where some more animals were living together. Living together means sociably, means they never fight with each other. But what happened after reaching this Toto over there? But let's find out that how many animals were living there. First of all, tortoise, rabbits, squirrel and goat. But the monkey would not allow any of his companions to sleep at night. You know very well that he was very mischievous, so because of that only he never allowed any animal to sleep well at night. So grandfather, who had to leave Dehradun next day to collect his pension in Saharanpur, decided to take him along. So because of that only, grandfather had decided that he will take Toto with him to the Saharanpur, where he was going to collect his pension. Unfortunately, I could not accompany grandfather on that trip, but he told me about it afterwards. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto. This, with some straw at the bottom, became his new abode. When the bag was closed, there was no escape. Toto could not get his hands through the opening, and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through. His efforts to get out only had the effect of making the bag roll about on the floor or occasionally jump into the air, an exhibition that attracted a curious crowd of onlookers on the Dehradun railway's platform. So unfortunately, means the narrator was unable to go with his grandfather, but what had happened there, he was told by his grandfather. And what happened? Actually, when he was going with his grandfather, so the bag was prepared, the black canvas was prepared, and in that canvas it was kept, means the Toto was kept in that canvas, and it was very strong, so that Toto cannot come out from that canvas. And what he did, he could not stretch his hands out of the canvas, but what he did, you know what, he could jump from that there. And it was the thing that was as an exhibition at the railway platform, and all the people who were there, passengers, they were just looking very curiously, but means why, what is inside the canvas, why it was jumping. They were just very curious to know about that thing, so they were just looking over there on the Dehradun railways platform. Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur, but while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a white gleam. Till Saharanpur, he remained in the bag, but suddenly when he was about to show his ticket, so at that time he just what he did, see, he poked his head. He poked his head means he just take out his head out of the canvas, and he showed his green, means he showed his teeth. And to whom he showed? To the collector, ticket collector. The poor man was taken aback, but with a great presence of mind and much to grandfather's annoyance, he said, "Sir, you have a dog with you. You will have to pay for it accordingly." So with the help of presence of mind, he was not afraid of that thing. Ultimately, if something is happened suddenly, so you will be taken aback, but he also taken aback, but with the help of presence of mind, he said, and he annoyed to grandfather. And what did he say to this moment? He said that, "Sir, you have to pay some more because you have a dog with you. So now according to this you will have to pay for it accordingly, means not you only are traveling with you, a dog is also traveling. So in vain did grandfather take Toto out of the bag, in vain did he try to prove that a monkey did not qualify as a dog or even as a corrupt. Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector and 3 rupee was the sum handed over his fare. He knew very well, grandfather knew very well that what he did there, but in vain grandfather did not take out of the canvas to show that this is not a dog, this is a monkey, and he did not try to qualify that this is not a dog, this is a monkey. So without saying anything he just paid 3 rupees and he handed to the ticket collector as a fare. Okay, then grandfather, just to get his own bag, took from his pocket or pet tortoise and said, what must I pay for this since you charge for all animals? Actually there is no charge according to this sentence. So because of that only the grandfather said okay. He just took out his tortoise from his pocket and he asked to the ticket collector, okay, now sir, what charge will you take for this animal? So what he said, as you are taking charge for all animals, so what charge will you take for this? So the ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger, gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look and said, no charge, it is not a dog. And after that ticket collector just look a very close look, he just did it, and then he, with the help of forefinger, he just rubbed his body and he said, no, it's not a dog, so no charge for this. When Toto was finally accepted by grandmother, he was given a comfortable home in the stable where he had for a companion the family donkey Nana. On Toto's first night in the stable, grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. To his surprise, he found Nana without apparent cause pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. Actually, when it was not a secret for the grandmother, Miss Grandmother knew about it that there was also a animal who was a monkey. So to make him very comfortable, they just kept the monkey in a stable, and that stable one animal was living, that was a donkey, that is called Nana, means nickname it was. Okay, so on the first night grandfather wanted to know that means they both were living together or not, they both are feeling comfortable or not. So because of that only he went there and he found that Nana means donkey was struggling with the bundle of hay, but without apparent cause pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. Means something was different. Because of that only he was just struggling. And what he did there, grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches and she jumped back, dragging Toto with her. He had fastened onto her long ears with his sharp little teeth. What happened? You know what happened? Actually, he was not doing, means his head was not, he was doing, means he was struggling with the bundle of hay. So he just thought that what happened with the Nana, means what happened with the donkey. So when he slapped on his haunches, so what he saw, when he turned back, so he saw that the Toto, monkey just hold his ears, donkey's ears, and he was just struggling to escape from that problem, escape from that thing. Toto and Nana never became friends. So on this thing, they never became a good friend. So till here, in next video I will explain the next paragraphs. So thank you so much.